Hi folks, welcome back to another episode of the Single Dad's Cookbook. Today we're going to be making slow cooker tatty soup. So I've been asked to make slow cooker meals, cheap meals and Scottish meals. This ticks all three boxes. For this you'll literally need some potatoes, a leek, carrots, an onion and some ham stock cubes. It's all about the ham stock. That's what makes this next level soup. Now this soup was taught to me by my grandparents, and it's a family tradition, a Scottish hearty meal, ideal for winter. This is the time now for this kind of soup, and I hope you guys try it. It's honestly ridiculously simple to make. I always make it in a soup pot on the stove, but I thought, again, this is my second adventure into using the slow cooker, and I thought, well, can't really go wrong with a few simple ingredients. And 95% of it, I was right. Obviously the liquid went down a lot more with it being cooked over a longer period of time, so you just got to watch that balance. So all I've done there is I've finely chopped up the onion. After the last my first attempt, I should say, I've decided to cut everything a little bit smaller, so the onion's been finely diced. With the leek there, all I did was I ran the knife, after it's been cleaned, ran the knife up it and just cut it in sort of quarters, and then that keeps it all together, and then you just cut it and it gives you a nice even base. With the potatoes, carrots next, so just top and tail them. The only sort of difference here is I've actually grated the carrots. That's just to give it a nice thin consistency, just so it can break down a bit easier. My gran used to cook it, she used to have a butcher's mangle, which you would mince up meat and stuff in, and she actually used to put the carrots through that and crunch them up and cut them. I don't have one of those, so the easiest way for me to do this and replicate it was in the grater. For the little bits that you've not got, because you don't want to take your hand off, you just finely chop them. And then another sort of trick for this is that once you've finished grating your carrots, tip them onto your board and then run your knife through them again. So not only have you got little slithers of carrot, this little extra step just breaks them down even more for you. And then you just put them in the pot. It's literally that simple. Again, this was just to see, can you put everything in one and does it come out, and does time fix all effectively? This soup's normally ready in an hour and maybe two, depending on what temperature you've got your stove at, because it's all about breaking down the potatoes and etc. What I did find is the potatoes sort of held their shape more in the slow cooker, whereas the roll and boil of the soup pot sort of agitates the potato a little bit more and breaks them down. And you can see there I'm just cutting these potatoes into little cubes. So that would be, whether it's a downside or an upside, it depends on really how you like your soup, because I prefer mine's the way it comes out the pot at this stage. You can actually blitz it and make it a thin soup. It's up to you, so it really does depend on what kind of soup you prefer. And with these stock cubes, I've added in 4. Again, with hindsight and having a look, I probably maybe have only added in 2 or 3 tops, just with the reduction in liquid. the salt content goes up. I don't actually add salt in here, I just add pepper, because I knew that the salt content would be a bit high. You can obviously balance the salt out with just adding in a bit more water, so it's a win-win really. You can work it out and balance it out yourself. But if I did have this again, I would say I wouldn't add in as much stock. That's the one thing I would do there. And then I just filled it up with water. I set the timer and let it go. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, hi, welcome to the channel. If you're returning, I hope you're doing well. Okay, I hope you're looking after yourself. Either or, if you've not already subscribed, if you think about subscribing, it costs you nothing, but it means the world to me. And also liking and commenting down below. I got great feedback on the last slow cooker. Lots of tips, which I tried to incorporate, although I did just stir that, which I got told was a no-no. But I thought, it's soup, I want it incorporated. I want the stock to sort of be agitated through it. Set the timer and let it go. So again, if there is more tips. Now this slow cooker does actually have a soup function on it, which I found out much later. So maybe that's the next thing. And you can see there, the liquid has reduced loads. Excuse the hand, as I'm just going to show you. It worked out, and it came out beautiful and exactly how it should. And you can see there, so it's enough soup to have it. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. From my family to yours, I hope you're looking after yourselves. Thanks for watching. Until the next time, Single Dad signing off.